folks, welcome back to the Latana Army. I'm Lit, and this is Fortnite Save the World, and in particular the Fortnite Save the World dev update that we had out yesterday. Now, there's a few things that it reports about in here. Mostly it talks about AFK and the new hero system that's not ready yet. There's not really much more in the dev update, and we've waited quite a while. We've waited like a month since the last one, and I was expecting so much more. Here, Bill is talking about the player reporting and how AFK wasn't working quite as well as it used to before, so they're doing a few tweaks on that. And Reddit's had a huge influence on that. I mean, if you go through Reddit, one of the major things you'll see in there is a lot of complaining about people being AFK, people leeching. There's a lot of YouTubers covering it, you know, about it being a problem in game, which I totally understand. The only thing is, I just don't think this is like a major problem, and one thing that always worries me is how much influence Epic Games take from Reddit, and the whole game seems to go with on what Reddit says. Now, it's a huge community, and Reddit is great, and I've spoke about my love-hate relationship with Reddit before. However, I don't think that you should focus all your efforts based on just what Reddit are saying. I mean, I do think the AFK thing needs fixing, I definitely do. However, I just think there are bigger things. This is a dev update. The game at the moment, if I just pause this a second and we just have a quick look at the Google Trend stats, you'll see on here that searches for Fortnite Save the World are actually at an all-time low at the moment, or they are at the lowest that they've been in the last 12 months. So if we look here, look, we've got 28 there, score of 28 on the 4th of February to the 10th of February. So that's around this time last year. If we look right now, the scores are dropping as low as, if we look down here, 15. That is super, super low. And this is this is worldwide in the past 12 months. So not just the US, not just Europe, this is worldwide. Now, if we look here when the birthday event was and when the game was first 50% off to play, then if you look there, it actually spiked up massively. But I think Epic need to do something a little bit more exciting if they're going to bump this game up. Now, we've got the Canny Valley, which came up around this time, so we've got a little bump in the stats here. We've got a bump here when the Frost Knight come up. But if you look here, users are becoming less and less impressed by things that are happening. So I don't think this spike that we saw, these two spikes that we saw here with the Lunar Event, which if you look here, this is where it was last time, and then it spiked up again with the event after that, with the Easter event. If you have a look, it will actually come up, and I do think we'll see a bit of a rise, but that is worrying. I think it's worrying the fact at the moment that the game is at such a low point. You guys that watch my channel regularly will know I'm a massive fanboy of Fortnite Save the World. I absolutely love it. But with this coming out, I was a little bit disappointed about the AFK thing. Now, also as well, they've talked a lot about the hero rework and things that are going to be changing to the hero system, which is absolutely great. That bit I was a little bit more excited for. But ultimately, overall, from this dev update, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit disappointed. And it's not very often I say things like that about the game. I'm a huge fan of Fortnite Save the World. And you know what? I still love the game even now. And I want it to succeed. I want it to succeed more than any other game that's out there on the market right now. And this side of the game, not just Fortnite Battle Royale, which I actually enjoy playing off camera quite a lot as well, but this part is so important. Now, he talks here about the Hero Loadout, which is great, you know, that's one thing that I am really excited for. But again, is it going to attract new players to the game? Being a game developer is a little bit like a content creator. What you've got to think about is it going to attract new people to this game? And that's the key thing. If you're going to keep a game alive, it's got to attract the new people. And it's the same as a YouTube channel. It's one thing being loved by a community, but if you're not bringing in new faces to your channel, then, you know, you're not going to really succeed, or you're kind of not going to grow very much. And I kind of feel Save the World's doing that a little bit. Now, I understand it's in early access, they need to tweak a lot of things, and the Hero Loadout is one huge thing about them. If we just go back a second, if we just have a look at this, one thing that I saw David Dean pointing out was about Link's Cassandra's skill, this one with the kunai. So if we just go back a little bit more, just go back again here, and if you look, she's actually got this kunai storm, and what she does, look, she goes in slow motion, and she starts firing. Now, it's at the cost of Dragon Slash, but still, that's pretty awesome. I do like the fact that the new heroes will kind of reinvent that for new players, and we'll hopefully get a new lease of life when it comes to new players. But we need something big. I think Frost Knight, which is we're talking about now, was absolutely excellent, and we've got the new Lunar Event coming up, which is great, but it's got to be as good as what Frost Knight was. It's got to be a mode, I think, that's super, super difficult, one that we can all get together on, we can band together on, and this, you know, not everybody can do. I think it was great the fact that only a select few people, and I'm not even one of them, have actually got that Frost Knight banner, and that's a huge thing. That's a big deal. We're still going to need something extra. We're still going to need even more, and I think it's great what Epic Games are trying to do here. I think it's great that the game's being tweaked, and you know what, you can't, this is not me saying that Epic Games are not putting the effort in. They absolutely are. They 100% are putting the effort in. But still, numbers like this actually worry me a little bit. You know, the fact that I don't think it's a lack of effort. I just think it's a lack of what's in the game, and it's not attracting new players. There's some cool ideas, you know, that I would have, that I would put in to attract new players to the game, and I'm not saying they're going to be better than what Epic Games are doing. I'm not saying at any point that Epic Games are not putting enough effort into this game, and they're not plowing enough money into this game. I don't think the game's being sidelined for Battle Royale. You know, a lot of people say that Battle Royale gets all the attention. I don't even think that. I actually think Epic Games want this game to work. But at the moment, you know, I think that it's a huge task, and I think we just need something that's just going to reinvigorate the game a little bit, and it's got to bring in new players. There's got to be something in there that's going to bring in the new players. It's going to excite people. And, you know, and I've talked about this before, it could be something like raids. It could be something like, you know, some end game content. The Frost Knight, for example, I wouldn't have even took that out. I would leave that in, or even keep reskinning the Frost Knight. Make it something different. Make it something where you've got different bosses in there. Make it so that one particular wave is almost impossible, but it can be done, you know, with the right, you know, trap setup, and just change that weekly. It could be anything. I don't know what just yet, but there's just so much you could do. We've recently seen some content creators like Checker, like Split Screen now branching out into other games. Even Aiden Harris, who was probably the most, probably is still, you know, the most prolific Fortnite Save the World content creator, certainly the biggest. He's not putting out very many videos, what, 2 a week at the moment? I know he's got things going on that he's sorting out with his move and everything else, but I think it still speaks volumes about the state of the game at the moment, and I just want so much more. And as I said, this is not a complaint video, this is more about things that I just think that the game needs, and I was a little bit disappointed with the dev update, because we've waited so long. Now, I don't want the devs to lie to us, which is another thing, you know. I like the fact that Epic are being honest. You know, we've not got much content for you right now. We've got a few things coming up, but we're still working on a lot. But, you know, you've got to be mindful as well. Right now, at this point, a lot of the current player base is just dropping off, and that's something that I think needs to be fixed. But guys, let me know your comments down below. I'm not the oracle on Fortnite Save the World, and I'm certainly not the oracle on game economics and, you know, game subscriber climate or player climate, if you like. So I would love to know your thoughts on this down below. But let me know what you think down below. If you're not part of the Latana army already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.